to meet parents who are saying that they have done everything in the world for their kids. They say that they've been perfect parents. So why in their world are their kids continuously in trouble? You're going to meet Vicky and her daughter Nicole, who's been hanging out with a gang, with gang members in California. Then there's Cynthia and her two kids, Rolonda and Eric, who are really overweight for their age. And Cynthia says that even though she feeds them only healthy food, she's blaming the kids for their own obesity. And there's 5-year-old Rose, who may look like an angel, but her mom says she's all but that. In fact, she says the 5-year-old is hell on wheels. She says that this little girl beats up her little brother and makes prank calls to 911 just to get my mom in trouble. But first, I want you to meet Tiffany. Tiffany is 15 years old. I also want you to welcome her mom, Tammy. They're here all the way from California. Tammy says that she has tried to be the perfect parent. She says she's also tried to be a friend to Tiffany. But she says that Tiffany is completely out of control. And I just have to ask you, what in the world is Tiffany doing that makes you think she's so out of control?
Well, first of all, she tries to act like she's a Mexican.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Back up. I take it that you're not Mexican.
Not at all.
What does that mean, Tammy?
Well, she tries to act like a vato, and that's the teenage gang members that she hangs out with.
Uh-huh. So these are Mexican kids who are in a gang where you're from. Is that right? When Mom says that to you, it hit us kind of strange. How does it hit you?
I don't care about it, really.
You don't?
Nope, not at all.
So what else does she do? What makes her out of control just because she's so-called ex-Mexican?
Well, she's got caught for stealing and robbing.
Oh, so she's acting like a gang member more than acting Mexican, I hear you saying.
And she's hanging out with major gangs in Fresno, the Bulldogs, and she's she was put in juvenile hall and spent time on her 15th birthday in juvenile hall. She's stolen from family, and she's stolen from friends, and shoplifting.
Tiffany, what's all that about?
I don't know, it's just the way I am.
Just the way you are?
Yeah.
And you sound like you're proud of stealing and gang banging and doing all those things. Is that what you're proud of?
I don't know, really. It's just that nowadays in the 90s, everyone wants to be in something, and so.
But now, wait a minute. You're older than 15. She's only 15 years old. And let's be realistic, folks. Yes, all of us want to belong to something. All of us want to feel a part of a family, to feel part of something. We all do. But wait a minute, let me ask you this. Why is it that you would choose a gang to be a part of as opposed to... Now, see, I'm going to play old school. You don't think I'm an old fuddy-duddy. But there's so many things out there for young people to get involved in. You know what I'm saying? Really. There are things involved in your church. There are things in the school. There are lots of other... That doesn't interest you, huh?
I've tried to get her involved in church because I go, but she won't go.
It's too boring to go to church.
I try to get her to go to church, but she just won't.
So let me ask you this, because your mom and I were talking before the show, and one of the things she's concerned about is the fighting. Because as we talked about, now I know we may be a little bit older than you, but back in our day when folks used to fight, they used to go in the backyard and pull out their fist and fight. These days, folks pull out guns, knives, things that will kill you. So do you understand why your mom's a bit concerned?
Yeah.
Is there a reason that you're acting out a bit like that, causing Mom some concern? I'm not saying I'm not condoning your behavior, but I'm not going to bash you either. But I want to know a little bit about what's going on maybe at home or what you're trying to say. A lot of times we speak loudly in the things that we do.
Well, usually at my house I'm always grounded because of her, and I don't get to go places that often. That's what I hate about it, because I want to do what I want to do and not go by what she wants me to do.
And when Tiffany says that to you, Tammy, and I'm going to give you a chance with your daughter, because believe me, there are 50 million other mothers wanting this conversation with their daughters. Tell your daughter what your concerns are, why you brought her to this show, and why you are just at wit's end.
Well, I'm worried that you're going to get pregnant because the way you have 5 and 6 boyfriends at each time. You want every guy that passes you on the street. You think they're all cute. You date brothers.
Wait a minute, is that people in the same family?
My brothers, though. They're not my brothers. I don't date my brothers. That ain't cool. I don't even got a brother to begin with, so I don't even think.
The brothers and boyfriends. Brother and brothers. And I'm just afraid you're going to get shot and hurt, or...
I ain't going to get shot.
You know, there are 50 million people filling up a whole lot of grave sites saying they were never going to get shot. Does it make sense, Tiffany, when we're sitting up here talking about how much we care about you, how much we think that you could make better decisions in your life?
All I need is more free time. She don't let me go out. She don't let me do this, do that. I want to be able to do what all my homegirls do.
The reason why you don't get to go places is you go to the malls, you shoplift. You can't be trusted even going shopping with us. Every time we take you shopping, you get caught shoplifting. You come up with things you say your friends gave you.
I don't always get caught. I've only got caught
like
about
that
4
Dalmatian that you took.
Yeah.
What Dalmatian?
Let's continue with this conversation because, Tiffany, we're going to get a little deeper into your story because my understanding is that you really want to have a baby. You're 15 years old. My understanding is that you curse your mother. My understanding is that you were kicked out of school. And I also wonder if maybe not having a father figure in your life is why you want so many men around and want to belong to something so badly. Let's talk about that because some of the things that we may laugh at or we may turn our nose up or suck our teeth at, it's still this young lady's experience. And it could be something your own child is going through. When we come back, we're going to meet another mother who says that her sweet, beautiful little girl grew into a teenage gang member whose friends are threatening her own family. We'll be right back right after this.